Medio tiempo. 0-0. 0-0. Hartford. Pittsburgh 0-0. 0-0. Medio tiempo. Medio tiempo.
the left-hand side, he's far more comfortable. And maybe even play a duel, him and Augie Williams. Have Coffey and have Cariaga more central and behind to allow the width. Because one thing we haven't seen, Joe, since about the first 10 minutes, we haven't seen Samadia get forward much. We haven't seen Sebastian get forward much.
Well, we already see as they line up the kickoff to start the second half, Angelina is here on the left side where he'll team up with Samadia. So that's a change. Second 5 underway. Saturday night, Trinity Health Stadium in Hartford. No score. Hartford and Pittsburgh Riverhounds. The Bulldogs. Now Deespay. Plays it in the middle. Williams to Cariaga. Left for Samadia. Deflected off a Pittsburgh player. Corner number 3 for Hartford.
Good on both sides. Good from a Hartford perspective, moving it around, but moving it quicker. But there's that double team again from Pittsburgh.
So Sebastian Anderson will do the honors. To the right of the keeper, Nico Capuzano. Neither keeper had to make a save in the first 45. See what Anderson does with it here. Goes short. Plays it in. Barnes with the backhanded header. Anderson controls. Barnes does a real nice job of using his body to shield him away. Nice work by Perrin Barnes. And it'll be played all the way back to Siaha by Junior Morera. Fisher with space, chests it down. Just the start of things, second half. These teams will meet in October in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh swept the season series last year. Here's a ball for Williams. Capuzano at the 18 gets it away to Danny Griffin.
But look what happens. Excitement. There's a ball over the top. There's that space in behind. Much better.
Deespay will chase this down. Has to get to it before Charles Ahl, and Deespay with space. Morera can't control. Taken away by Riverhounds. Taken back by Hartford. Hartford has 6 clean sheets on the season, but they've also been shut out 6 times. Only Miami with 7 has been shut out more. Now Angelina.
You can work on finishing though. As long as you've got the defending. 2 of the last 3 here have been 0-0. So the defending's not the issue, it's finding a way to score up the other end.
Scarlett in the midfield circle. Gives it away to Perrin Barnes.
So if you're Pittsburgh, Joe, you want players like Scarlett and players like Fisher to be in possession of the ball. They're not the creative.
Right, exactly. They'll give them all the space they want.
Yeah.
Now Griffin. Distributes on the left to Ahl. Or rather, I'm sorry, that was Max Vieira. 13, not Ahl. Siaha's first touch of the second half. Fisher can't control.
That comes about because it was the wrong pass that was played to the goalkeeper when the pass infield to Jordan Scarlett was on. It's just the individual decision making. You've got to be a bit braver in possession.
Morera does a nice job of getting that pass away from Goldthorpe. And then he takes him down. And
it's a yellow card for Goldthorpe.
Yep. First yellow card of the match.
So here's the argument here, right? If you're Brendan Byrne, Goldthorpe should have been booked in the first half.
Right.
No doubt about it. But it was a stern talking to. And it's not a case of it's your first foul. It's the severity of the foul. That one in the first half should have been a yellow card. Just like Pittsburgh should have had a penalty. This isn't a Homer broadcast or anything like that. If he's booked in the first half and he makes that challenge, then he's off. That's how games can change.
First yellow of the year on Elliot Goldthorpe.
Now, do I think that's a yellow card? I think it's soft, but it should have been a yellow card in the first half.
Fans, that yellow card was a warning, and your home might be giving you one too. Don't wait for a red card to fix that aging roof or drafty windows. When your home shows signs of trouble, stay in the game with New Face Home Improvements. They tackle the small issues before they become major league problems. New Face Home Improvements, your home's best defense. Scuffle in midfield. Perrin Barnes came up, committed a foul. We did not get a lot of foul calls. Fouls called in the first half by Jeremy Shear,
who I think has handled the game as a whole very well as his handling as a referee.
Missed a couple of individual calls, yes.
He's got key decisions wrong that have a big impact on subsequent decisions.
Samaria gets around Goldthorpe, then gets double teamed. You've talked about that constantly during the match, that Hartford players get into the offensive third and Pittsburgh double teams them.
Yeah, but what happens when Pittsburgh double team? That means that there's space for somebody else. That's why you're going to move the ball a bit quicker. And we've had a couple of short corners so far. This is what, Hartford's fourth corner?
Yep.
2 of them have been short. I wanted to see this one played in. Aim for D's pace. See if you can get a header on target.
Because nobody's short to receive this one.
I don't want that.
In the air, and Campuzano elevates. Hartford athletic games are better with friends. Unlock discounted tickets when you purchase 10 or more to any match. For more information, head to hartfordathletic.com/group.
Looking out the window of our commentary booth right now, a few weeks ago when it was still kind of chilly, it was the coffee vehicles that were the busiest one. Now it's the ice cream vehicles that have still got the line.
Although we like our pregame coffees from Tom's.
We do. We do. Very good.
You want a little ice? You want a little ice on me tonight?
After the week I've just had.
Exactly. That's probably a good idea. Here's Pittsburgh with numbers. In the attacking third, long shot. Siaha goes down to his knee, and that'll be his first save of the night on the shot from distance by Charles All.
He has made that look a lot easier than that actually was, because it bounced just before, and that's really good hands from Siaha.
Took 52 minutes for the first shot. Anthony, now 38 saves on the season, only 10 goals against. Fisher gets inside a Goldthorpe. Here's Cariaga, who's been quiet. Changes fields to Dispay. He serves it. Here's a shot, a save.
Looks like a save. He's not giving it. Now he has.
Corner kick.
Yeah, you called that very well, Joe. Let's see if he did in fact make the save.
Yep,
yes, he
deflected
did.
It with the right hand.
Great shout.
Great job by Campuzano. So we went 52 minutes without a shot on target. Now we've had 2 in the space of about a minute, and Michi Angelina almost got his first goal of the season.
And credit to the referee as well, who, after speaking with his assistant, realized that it was in fact a corner.
5th of the night for Hartford Athletic. Pittsburgh's only gotten a pair. Here's Anderson. The service. Campuzano, who did that a lot in the game against Indy, just punches it out.
You know who you're up against, the opposing goalkeeper, so keep it away from him.
Much like the first half, Hartford with the better of play to start here, half number 2. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Central Connecticut State University. Hello to all the Blue Devils alums watching tonight. Played for Williams in the middle, but he couldn't get his balance. Now, Augie's slow to get up.
It was a long ball on for Goldthorpe, who managed to get in behind.
Yeah, Mertz didn't see him.
No, he didn't.
Barnes lurking on the right here. Here's Goldthorpe. Gives it to him, but a second late. Barnes tries to cut it back. Plays it in, and there's Jordan Scarlett. Boy, somebody got laid out. Was it Dequa?
Yeah, it's a collision more than a foul.
Actually, kind of just...
There's collateral damage.
Yeah.
And he's in there. Deespay's in there. Scarlett's in there as well. Pinball there.
Soccer season is here. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more for the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Did you use SeatGeek to get your seats for Miami?
No, I got them officially before Scotland qualified from FIFA. I was one of the lucky ones. Because I didn't think we'd qualify, so I'd get my money back.
Oh, Yves, little faith.
Oh, come on.
What'd you think? You were Italy?
We haven't been there since '98. Even Italy have qualified since then.
My Paisan's not doing so well lately.
Yeah.
Days of Giorgio Canaglia and the boys are long gone. In the rearview mirror.
You've alienated 80% of the audience for the old NASL reference in the Cosmos.
I do that every broadcast. There's one fact that you just look at me like, what are you talking about?
In 1844.
It's exactly. Right after Columbus came in. Here's Scarlett. Plays it ahead. Looked like Williams hit it with his hand. No call. Played off to Samadia, and good defense getting back. Owen McCoy.
What did we say at halftime about getting the wing backs forward? Williams, Samadia, really good defense. He has been outstanding.
That whole back three, him and Souza and
really good.
Kelp have been terrific.
They're just really well coached.
There's Nico Campuzano, called a real good communicator by head coach Rob Vincent.
Keep it away from him this time.
Ball plays through.
Good delivery.
Played by yellow jerseys. Yeah, just nobody there. Played up ahead towards Al Siaha. Will take the back pass. And restart the attack for Hartford. No score into the 57th minute. Shots are 5-4 in favor of Pittsburgh, each with one on target. Shots inside the box, 4-2. So all of Hartford's shots have been from inside the box. That's something they're prone to do, Mark. They don't fire a lot from distance. Pittsburgh more prone to shooting from distances. Here's Junior Moreira.
There's a ball over the top to Anderson every single time.
Here's Angelina drifting on the left into the box, chests it, spins, sends it through.
Just got out.
And the ball went out, so it'll be a goal kick for Campuzano.
So there, Augie Williams has made the run near the goal. You just need someone just to hold back a little bit. And Barry Coffey had made the same run as Augie. So even if that had stayed in, the two players are kind of bypassed because they've made the same run. But there's space in behind. And what happened in that build-up, Hartford basically had a front five. They had their two wing-backs either side. They had Engelina, they had Augie Williams in the middle, and they had Coffey with Cariaga in support. That's why there's space in behind, and they can exploit it.
It'll be a throw-in for Pittsburgh, a little tussle on the far side. I think that's Coffey.
I think if Hartford stay as adventurous as they are, I don't think this finishes goals. And it doesn't necessarily mean that Hartford are going to win it, because I think there's going to be space for Pittsburgh to exploit as well.
Played in the middle to Robbie Mertz in his second tour of duty with Pittsburgh. Now Griffin and Mertz, the veterans, in the midfield for head coach Rob Vincent. Said early in the year they could feel the heat, especially on the road of being the defending champs. Now he thinks that's died down a little bit.
They're a good side. They're very well coached. They're well organized.
Disciplined.
Great work. Great work. They are.
Disciplined, especially on the back line.
Yep,
they know their assignments and they follow through. Can't say enough about Kelp, McCoy, and Souza.
But they've done better with their number 9 than Hartford has with its number 9.
They play for Williams. And a couple of players collide. Augie's still down. Now Samadia. And there's the double. Finds Fisher. Plays it into the box. And Galena shot save! Great leaping save by Nico Campuzano. Meanwhile, Augie Williams still down after that collision.
Let's take another look at this. And the part that Britton Fisher's had to play here. Right there. It's the run made, but that pass is perfect. The touch, And this is going in. That's a super save. Now, normally you would tell the player, do you think you've got a better option by going across the goalkeeper? Because if he saves it, it comes out. I think Mishi's done the right thing there. He's tried to steal the near post. That's a really good save. Much better from Hartford.
Williams is up. Flourish, proud to be the official catering partner of Hartford Athletic, providing healthy and delicious catering, meal prep, and takeout. Visit them online at flourishhartford.com or stop by their flyby location at 72 New Park Avenue in Hartford. Corner number 5.5 for Hartford as we hit the hour mark with no score between Pittsburgh Riverhounds and Athletic. Two teams who met in the opening round of the playoffs last year. Hartford didn't score then either. Anderson to initiate from the northwest corner of the pitch. Hartford has everybody but Samadi or but Marrera in there. Here's a shot. Cleared out. Marrera runs it down. Or rather, Samadia. Anderson gives to Emmanuel Samadia. Plays it for Galena, but Barnes goes in and intercepts. And it's a goal kick for Riverhounds. What does Pittsburgh have to do, Mark, to get their offense on track?
No, it's not a bad result for them.
Right
here.
Especially on the road.
But depends how adventurous Hartford want to be. I spoke about them at times with the ball kind of having a front five, but that leaves them narrow in midfield. It leaves them short in midfield. When they're defending and when they're getting back, they have bodies forward. Their shape's been really good in the second half, Hartford. So Pittsburgh, I mean, the same applies to Pittsburgh as it does for Hartford. There's a lot of space in behind. Go a little bit longer at times. You've got one of the best strikers in the league in Dequa, and now you've got an opportunity from a set piece inside the Hartford half.
Pay takes Al down.
It's one of these, you've got to know when you're not going to get the ball. You just step off, a yard back. The best defenders do that. Because you know, the minute you have contact from the opponent, that they're going to go down and they're going to get a free kick. Just take a little step back, half yard.
Here's Goldthorpe. He of the thunderous left foot. Looks back to the bench. Hartford's got to be looking far post here, right?
Over every event.
Good ball. Pay, who's won a lot of aerial duels today. Here's Williams. Off to the races. Only Angelina in support. Gives it to him. It's behind him. Michi's shot is blocked.
That is an incredible last-ditch tackle. Absolutely outstanding. Moreno's in support, and Michi gets a brilliant touch. But then this is stunning from Robbie Merckx.
Yeah, that's the leadership he provides.
That's as good as a goal.
Now the 8th corner of the night. Carriaga will trigger it from the left of Campuzano.
Look how quick Hartford got that forward. That's the key.
Transition.
Yep.
And that's what I like what they did with Fisher, using him to set up that good opportunity.
Oh, off the post. That didn't touch anybody. It hit the post. The goalkeeper wasn't expecting it. He thought there would be so many bodies in there. Look at this one. It's come near post. No touch whatsoever. Hits the outside of the post. Then hits the Pittsburgh defender, who I think was Perrin Barnes.
Yep.
And now it's gone behind for a 9th corner.
7th of the half. It'll be Carriaga with the left foot in a scoreless draw.
That's one of these that you see referees give. If it had been the other way around, would he have awarded a penalty for that? No, he wouldn't. It's frustrating, especially for a centre-back that's run 50 yards up the pitch. But after, 16, 17 minutes of the second half, Brendan Burke's got to be really happy.
Yeah.
Because Hartford have got the momentum right now. The pendulum has swung back in their way. So that may mean that Rob Vincent looks to his bench to see if he can maybe tweak things.
Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesday nights, plus your live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. You can also go to Sirius XM Channel 83 to hear World Cup matches, the Fox or FS1 audio. Galena almost got behind the defense that time. Ball was short. Griffin takes over for Riverhounds.
If Hartford wanted to gamble, you could do what they did at Tampa Bay. You could maybe go to a back four, have an extra body in midfield. Because right now, you've basically got three centre-backs against Dequa. You made a point a couple of minutes ago, Joe, about Britton Fisher and how he was advanced. When you've got three centre-backs and you don't have much pressure on any of them, you can quite easily push one of them forward. So therefore, if you want to, and I don't think that'll happen, you could take off a centre-back and put on someone in a more advanced position, or do what they've been doing and get one of the centre-backs to go a little bit further forward. It depends how adventurous they want to be.
Campuzano comes way out of the goal to restart.
So good for Michi.
Good job by Michi helping out. He's become much better helping on the defensive side of things.
That's clumsy.
Taken down. Brendan Burke furious.
So Brendan Burke's probably going to end up getting cautioned here for a foul that has taken place right in front of him.
And it's Goldthorpe. And
See, there you go. I mean, no wonder coaches get frustrated. He's had 3 yellow card offences. That's, no.
Take a look at the foul here as the Jeremy Shear talks to Goldthorpe. But you've already given him a yellow and given him a couple of warnings. I mean, at some point, Brendan Burke was right off the bench in a hurry. Westfield Bank, the regional community bank, focused on its customers and their financial security, the communities we share, and the teams we root for. Westfield Bank, what better banking's all about. Online at westfieldbank.com. Member FDIC.
That challenge there is probably not a yellow card. Having seen it again, it's right in front of the bench, who erupt. I get that. But this is a player that shouldn't be on the pitch. And by the way, the substitution with Trevor Mann coming on, don't be surprised if it's 37 that goes off before he gets sent off.
Still looking for our first goal of the night, 67 minutes in. Hartford changes fields to Samadia. Back paired up on the left with Engalena, Michi. Samadia. They use Cariaga to distribute in the middle to Morera. Once again, no Beverly Mack and Gila tonight. No Adewale Obalola. Pittsburgh missing 4 regulars. Here's Coffey. And we'll get another corner for Hartford.
So while that move was taking place, here's the substitution. And it has to be. You take him off before he gets sent off. That's really smart coaching by Rob Vincent, because he was clearly on his last warning. But that goes back to the first challenge that he made, which was a yellow card offence. The second one was what he got booked for.
So, Trevor Ammon leads Pittsburgh with 13 chances created. Makes his appearance, first sub of the night. Whistle blows. What do we have here?
I think it was blown before the corner
Yes.
kick came in, so it'll be a retake.
Trevor Ammon, last year with Sacramento Republic and FC Tulsa.
Not having Goldthorpe to blow now for Pittsburgh, it's the right decision from Rob Vincent. He's a lucky boy that he's able to take his place on the bench and not have to watch the remainder of this game from the stands.
So here's the retake. Never gets through.
Corners haven't been good tonight, and they've had a lot of opportunities, Hartford. And there's another caution. I think that might have been for Dee's pay.
Here in the 70th minute. And if it is Deespe, it's his 6th yellow of the year. It says Hartford's first yellow in 160 minutes of action. They didn't get one last week in the win at Tampa. Only the 2nd time all year they've gone without a yellow card. Deespe wins the ball. Angelina trying to get behind Perrin Barnes. Gives to the overlapping Samadia. Double teamed immediately. Back to Angelina.
But here, Fisher is one of 4 players protecting. He's the most advanced one, Loretta.
Here's a ball played up ahead, and Campuzano quickly restarts with the underhand toss upfield to Souza.
But you've got 4 players, in essence, just protecting and not doing anything offensively. That's the point I'm trying to make. If you want to have a goal or go for goals, gamble a little bit more, maybe get another body forward.
Played up ahead. Center cross. And another corner kick for Hartford as that one's played out.
So that was a communication issue with his goalkeeper, Capuzano. If in doubt, just clear it out. The goalkeeper should have shouted in advance of that. He was under no pressure whatsoever. We've seen a couple of short ones, but the rest have just been played into an area.
Well, now they do have Anderson set up short. They go to him. Back to Carriaga. Sends it along the ground. Shot is blocked. Bicycle kicked out by Dequa.
Caught it well, Deespe. Again, defending from Pittsburgh to be exceptional.
Deespe almost lost it to Dequa in the middle of the field. Now Pittsburgh with possession. They've got Trevor Ammon playing as a second 9 with Dequa up front. Goldthorpe was more on a wing, so they changed things a little bit. Now Souza. Back to McCoy.
Max Vieira. You have a free roll kind of center left, where he's playing like that.
Here's Kemp.
In space, Vieira. He can switch it.
Foul from distance, and that's nowhere near the goal. It's close to the, but hit the Sweets, the Liberty Bank Sweets behind the goal.
It's decision-making, Joe, because the way the second half has gone in the 27 and a half minutes so far, Pittsburgh have hardly had